What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I am going to be going over how I got my Robinhood stock market portfolio from $0 to $8,500 in around the 6-month mark. And you guys, my last tip and trick that I'm going to give you may be a little controversial, but I don't really care. So you guys, without further ado, let's get into the damn video. Know if you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki and it would mean the freaking world to me if you would consider subscribing by hitting the NB in the bottom corner or the original red subscribe button down there on the bottom as well. Smash it, light it up, turn it gray, whatever you gotta do. Join the crew, join the journey. I post 2 times minimum, let's just put it at that, a week on this channel, mostly about stock market investing, money, finance. If you are into that, or if you're into just hanging out with me half as much as I truly love hanging out with every single one of you, please consider subscribing. Sorry you guys, my hair is out of whack. You already know, at least you know that I showered today, so that's a plus. So there are really 5 main ways and things that I did along my kind of investing journey that I want to share with you, because to get to $8,500 in a 6-month period is honestly a little bit difficult to do. It's over $1,000 a month. Yes, granted, some of those obviously are with like gains from the market itself and my positions, but we're gonna kind of not talk about that. We're just gonna solely focus on what I did to get myself in a situation that my portfolio is where it's at right now. So the first thing that I want to mention to y'all is like you just have to start. And for me specifically, this was actually very difficult because my grandparents gave me a lump sum of cash that on my 25th birthday I was granted, and it was supposed to be used for investing. And I had no idea what the heck that even meant. And to be honest with you, I cashed it out, I spent it on some other things, and I might have saved like $1,000 of it, and there it went. But in the process, towards the end of that, I really did try to educate myself, and I asked my dad, like, how do I do this? And he told me about like Charles Schwab, so I set up an account, and it was like so confusing to get into Charles Schwab, and there were so many questions, and I had to talk to this guy for like 20 freaking minutes, and it was just like, it was a big turnoff for me and the whole concept. So once I started going to the greatest place ever, YouTube, to kind of, you know, educate myself and get familiar with the whole industry and the idea of investing in the stock market, I ran across a lot of channels that use Robinhood. That is why I set up a Robinhood account, and thankfully, you know, to this day, that's what I've been using, and it has been great to me. I know it's speculative and I know there's issues with it, but for me, it's been great. So really, the number one thing you need to do is get started in whatever capacity that is for you, whether that be talking to someone about what a brokerage is, trying to find the best one for you. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're all pretty much the same. Some have more traditional aspects, some are more brand new. There's some security at the traditional ones because you know they've been there a while. Ones like Robinhood have glitches and there's like a higher risk, I guess, but you just have to get started. Find something, hone in on it, and commit to it, because once you do, you are going to fall in love with the process and you're gonna become almost addicted because your girl has, and it's just honestly, you gotta just start. So then the next thing that y'all need to be doing here is make sure that you pay off your credit card debt. Now, I know there's a lot of information out there about should I save, should I pay off debt, should I have absolutely no debt whatsoever, do I invest before I pay off my debts? And to be honest with you guys, I would say pay off your highest interest rate debts. So like credit cards, pay off your credit card debt. I had $10,000 of credit card debt that I paid off in about 4 to 5 months. So I really honed in on taking every and anything I possibly could and throwing it at my credit cards, because if my minimum credit card payment was like, let's just say $400 a month total for all my cards, if I have that cleared up, that's $400 extra a month that I could put into my investments instead. So it was just kind of this thought of like, what the hell are you doing, girl? So that really lit a fire under my butt, and the fact that like your girl was just not in a good place with all that debt. Long story about how I got there. Lost a job, spent almost everything I had saved in real estate marketing, and it never really made it back. So to be honest, there you go. The bills cranked up, and I finally took responsibility for that and busted my ass to pay off that credit card. So yes, I think that you definitely need to pay off your debts first, but I think realistically that should be like your credit card, like I said, the high interest ones, your car payment, your student loan. I mean, you may be in a place where you can pay that off fully or really push to pay that off fully in a couple months, but for me personally, I just kind of figured, you know what, I'll pay that off when I pay it off. If I get to a place in my life in 5 years where I make more income, I could throw more at that, but I think your credit cards are the ones that need to go first. So that kind of leads into the third thing that I want to mention. The third thing that I want to let you guys know is like, you've got to stop spending so much money on shit. Like as a girl, and I mean guys probably spend money on things outside of like what girls probably spend money on, but I was buying shoes and purses and outfits and stuff like that, and like why? And as a guy, you might want to cop the freshest Yeezys, but now you may want to buy some Gap stock because your boy Kanye has linked up with them. I don't know, to be honest with you guys. Let me know what you think about Gap. Should I buy it? Should I not? I've been like in and out of my head about it, so let me know down below what you think about Gap. That's a little side note, let me know. But like video games, shoes, like you have to think like, do I freaking need this? Like where I was, like, did I need that jacket? No, it's summer in Southern California. I don't need this jacket. When I started thinking about my money making me money versus my money going somewhere that's a dead end, change the damn game. Now obviously buy things, treat yourself once in a while. I do believe in that wholeheartedly, but you have to be smart about where you're putting your money. If you don't desperately need it, I would say pass. You've really gotten tighten that shit up, because 40 bucks here, 30 bucks here, 30 bucks here, 50 bucks here, that's $150 that you could have bought a few shares of Coke. You could have bought one of my favorites, waste management. Like there are things that you can do that are better for you financially. And like we have got to get in this mindset as millennials, I suppose. I hate that I have to call myself that, to be honest. That is depressing. But we have got to get to a place where we are getting smarter and really understanding the concept of money. And that's something I didn't have for like a few months, like in this whole journey. I really didn't understand. Your girl understands now. And then one more thing to add on to that whole spiel is like those reoccurring subscription payments that you don't even know, like Audible, or I have this like real estate thing that's like 70 bucks a month that I totally forgot about. It's like, what am I doing? Like, knock it off. Stop the extra spending that literally serves you no greater purpose. Like, you have got to stop. Because that money over time in the stock market is going to grow to so much more than it probably ever was with the shoes that are collecting dust, or the hats, or the belts, or the clothes, or the purses. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying. Let's just roll into the next one. So the fourth thing that I'm mentioning is educating yourself. You have got to commit to absorbing and learning and educating yourself as much as you can. When I first started, I was putting money into things like I had mentioned before in a previous video that I thought I should be doing. I didn't do any education or research myself. I was like, oh, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for your girl. But through the journey and process of investing myself and doing these videos and really diving into it, like, it's a whole new world. You have got to educate yourself. There's so many websites, podcasts, books, other YouTube people, and I firmly believe you need to tap into those and watch that content, consume that, because it's going to give you an opinion and an idea, and then you need to take that opinion and idea, interpret it for yourself, read data, financials. If you don't know how to read data or financials, watch somebody who does, research it, look it up, Skillshare it. There's so many things out there in 2020 right now that are going to help you financially in the future. It's almost a non-negotiable, or it's almost like ridiculous to think that we are not setting ourselves up for financial success in the next 30 years. Easy. And once I really got that piece of the puzzle, it was on like Donkey Kong. Your girl was pulling up balance sheets, income statements, cash flow, the business model, the business plan, the management tier, the hierarchies, researching them individually. Like, it was on and popping. And that just makes it more fun. You get more personal interaction. Well, you don't get personal interaction with the CEOs or nothing like that. But you feel a deeper connection to what it is that you're looking at and researching and educating yourself on. Because here's the deal, we spend our hard-earned money on these things, and you're very personally involved with your money, so you should be very personally involved in where your money goes. So educate yourself. All right, y'all, the hair's getting dry, it's getting frizzy, so we're gonna have to wrap it up into the fifth and final tip that I said I think is a little controversial, and I did stand up, so if I seem a little different, it's because I stood up out of the chair, because I was getting some hamstring cramps, and that ain't the business. So the fifth thing in and of itself is not controversial, it is a part of it. So essentially, you have to generate more income. You have to work freaking harder. Like, that's just really point blank period. Like, you've got to do more. If you want more in life, you have got to do more in life. So what did I do? I had a full-time job. I was respite care working for the county for my sister. I was door dashing. I was doing real estate. I was doing like side things. Like, literally, like, my friends would call me and be like, I need this sanded and painted and drilled or whatever, and I would go do it, and they'd pay me like a couple $100. Like, I would do projects for people, like side gig like videos for people for a couple $100. Like, it's just, you have got to increase your income so you can add more to the things that are important to you. You have to. So the controversial part of this that I'm going to mention is that a lot of people talk about budgeting and making sure you stay within your budget. I am saying allocate more of your budget to investing that you know you can't really afford. Because what that is going to do is going to make you go get the extra money. You're not gonna be like, oh, I'm just not gonna invest anything this month because I didn't really want to go do anything, so I don't have the budget. So it's like, cool, I'm under my budget, like it's fine. And this might work for certain people, but like me as a person, if I'm not gonna hit my goal or hit what I set out to do, I'm not gonna stop until it happens. And with really anything, not just investing, but you have to be like this. Like you have to be able to go make more money. I mean, that's a tactic I used when I was trying to pay off my credit card. Like I did a bunch of extra shit and people were like, you have a full-time job, what the hell? What does it matter? Just adjust your spending. Like, nah, I want more in my life in general, which means I need to make more. So I need to ask for the raise. I need to deliver the damn food. I need to sand the damn bench. This isn't, oh, well, I didn't get it this month. All right, well, that's fine. Next month. No, time is money, y'all. Like, we can't be doing this. If you want to build what you have, build your assets and build your portfolio and build your freaking future, yo, you've got to get it off yo ass. Take something that you're good at and just monetize it. You like to take photos? Monetize it. You like to make music? Monetize it. You like to cook? Cook your neighbors up some freaking food and tell them you do like meal service. Like, figure out a way to monetize a passion. You know what I mean? And just don't live under this idea of like, yeah, my budget's 100 and I hit that and we're great. No, make your budget 200 and figure out what the heck you're gonna do to make the extra 100. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know if a lot of all y'all care about this, but I'm a female in the investing real estate market, and that alone is tough. I mean, I watch great YouTubers, but they're all dudes. There's just a different atmosphere for these guys. And so I love my boys, okay? I love fellas. Don't get it wrong. I love y'all. But as a female, it's like, come on, like step up. I could do this. Like I am going to be the next one. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get my money right, my future right, and my business right. You know what I mean? I'm not striving for the minimum. Like I think that's the whole point, is to grow that, to pay off your debt, to reach whatever it is you want to reach. Like you can't set a minimum and just want to accomplish the minimum. You've got to overshoot and tell yourself you have to get that. This is like you failed almost. Even though you hit the goal, you hit your minimum. Somewhat in my mind, like I failed. But whatever it is, whether it's stock market or anything else, you've got to just make a commitment, educate yourself, and make no damn excuses. And that's really how I did it. I mean, there's no secret sauce. There's no like, granted, if you bought like 8 shares of Tesla when it was like $100, you'd be doing pretty good. That's all you had to do. But I mean, for most of us, we don't have that. So you've got to find ways to just do it. Continue, push, because there's no option, there's no plan B, there's nothing to fall back on. I think that's what I wanted to get across. And I know this video is a little different than I normally do, and I usually just talk about stocks, but I really wanted to talk about just like the idea of getting to that goal, like the idea of getting a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time that seems almost unreachable. For me, if you were to tell me, yeah, you're gonna have a stock portfolio close to $10,000 in the next 6 months, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? But through commitment, education, research, hustling my ass off, just monetizing almost everything I do in my life, like it is possible. And who's to say what after year after year after year of what that can do? So y'all just need to just do it, okay? I'm gonna shut up now. If you are here in this video and you got some sort of value out of this, please smash the damn thumbs up button. You know how much it means to your girl. The YouTube algorithm absolutely loves it, almost as much as me. And if you are here and you are not subscribed, please hit the damn button, join the crew, join the journey. I would love to have you. You have no idea. And if you've made it this far and you're hearing my voice, you're gonna get some kisses. Come here, you're the real MVP. And I usually have a tagline that I say at this point, but instead I'm gonna go ahead and just roll this.